Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. In today's episode, we're going to be going over our Freeze investment guide. It is confirmed to come out. We'll take a look at the loading screen. We'll kind of predict who we think is going to get in. I'd imagine we're going to get a fairly decent team, especially of cards that haven't gotten any specials yet. Just because EA are going to try and add in a few of those extra ones. I'm expecting to see like a Neymar, a Varane. I think it's going to be a really nice promo. I think the freeze cards are going to be really good. So we're going to take a look at some investments we can make for that. We'll kind of go over the market today. The market has had a really good day. And I guess we can start off with that. We'll head over to the index 100 here. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please drop a thumbs up. It helps out a lot. So the market's gone up a decent amount. Now the whole entire market, the index 100, not a huge rise. But still, a lot of decent cards have gone up. A lot of these more meta cards. As you can see here, a lot of the mid-tier cards have actually done really good. A lot of greens here. The thing dragging the market, not making it go up a lot, is that these lower tier cards have come down a bit, which isn't terrible for us, honestly, because what this actually means is fodder is getting cheaper, which is good for us. Especially heading into this time where we could still be getting foot miss. We're not too sure. We'll obviously find out more later today into tomorrow, but really good. Fodder starting to go down a little bit for us to buy back in. We did talk about it, as well as, the meta cards have done well. Neymar, looking up to about 50k or 30k from, yesterday. He was about 650 on Xbox. He's now 680, and about 800 to 810k. Not a huge rise on PlayStation, but still, we saw some higher fluctuations earlier today. When rewards usually drop is when they're, at the highest point. Now, Neymar looks good. Mbappe's up a little bit as well. Now, some other cards obviously did, better. These gold cards did okay. I knew they weren't going to rebound a whole lot, but, they did go up a little bit. Mbappe on Xbox was about 885, sitting at about 920 now, which is, it's nothing that's worth taking profit, but, someone like me who held their team, I bought like on a Saturday night. I held my team throughout just because I wanted to see where the market would be, and for the most part, most of my team I was able to sell off for what I bought for. Some cards like Pogba, I actually made a profit on. Pogba, he, I believe, was out of packs heading into today, so he was up to 120. I bought him at like 105 on Xbox on this Saturday here. So that was, not a lot of profit. Conte, he's back up. A lot of these gold cards that were, went up, especially some of the out-of-pack ones. But, the informs, I know the specials did very well today. Take a look here. Some of these informs, as you can see, the inform market up 3.5% today. Some nice rises on the informs. Zaha's up a lot. Seems a lot of people are adding him to their squads, I guess. The other inform version, because the 86 is, a lot more expensive. The 86 is about 100k more, but the 85 actually, pretty similar stats, as you can see, just pretty much +1s on everything aside from that shooting and passing. The 86 does look good though. I won't lie. Now, the only cards that probably will go down for the specials are these informs, just because they're getting a lot of supply. But even here, we're seeing a rise up. A lot of buying demand is back in this market, which is good. It means a lot of people aren't too worried, and I won't lie, I was a little worried heading into today, especially with this new freeze promo where we really don't have an idea of what's going to happen. I was worried that we might see a little bit more of a dip. Now, Varane's even up a little bit, so that's pretty good. As far as the freeze promo goes, like I said, I'd imagine we're going to start seeing cards that don't have any specials. I'm expecting to see a Neymar. I'm expecting to see Varane. I won't lie, I'm expecting to probably not see Ronaldo if we get Neymar, but I'm expecting to see a very decent team. We should get some pretty decent upgrades. I'm expecting to see a Martial there as well. I believe it's time he gets a special card. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Now, based off of the mobile version, FIFA Mobile, the way that this promo works is they actually choose players that were born in December, I think it is. So, the players I named off, they might not get it. Obviously, EA don't really correlate FIFA Mobile with the regular game, so we might just see a random selection. I'm expecting to see a random selection for teams and packs. Now, foot miss, obviously, we don't really know what's going on with it. I still think, fodder is a really good investment. I feel like the FUT investment guide will still work out when we buy at these prices, but we're seeing fodder dip down a little bit, which is very good for, us, especially if we take a look at some of those center backs. We're seeing them come down a tiny bit, which is good. Again, we could look to start sniping, especially when we get marquee matchups later today. We're going to be expecting to see some other stuff, but, Chiellini down to 24K, Laporte down to 26 from like 30K the other week. Really good. The 87s are dropping. PK's down to 20K, which is good. I like that. It says 20K on PS. So we're seeing these cards continue to drop down. It's just a matter of when to start buying them. I'd imagine, I don't think FUT will, if we do get FUT, I don't think it'll end up dropping really until, I'd say over the weekend. Likely we'll end up seeing something, but as far as investments go, I think your best bet is probably just trying to find some links. Once we start seeing more and more players into the team, I think special card link investments will do very, very well. Other than that, I'd probably stay away from the golds. I think, again, this weekend we're going to see a little bit of a hit get taken onto some of them, so just keep your eyes out for that. Now, as far as the popular players go, a really interesting market now with all these cards going up. Bruno Fernandez is one that I looked at. After United lost, this card dipped down quite a bit yesterday. If we take a look at the hourly, it was yesterday, right? Tuesday? Whatever the case was, I picked up a Bruno for like $750. He was getting panic sold for some reason. Was able to sell him off for about $815 today. So, a lot of these team of the group stage cards are going to start going up a little bit more too once they leave packs, I think. The supply, again, is not too crazy on the cards, so I'd imagine they do fairly well. Taking a look at some of the cards that got upgrades and stuff, Muriel, he was one, obviously, that did, right? If I'm not wrong. We'll take a look at the group here. But, again, a really good day for the Champions League. I feel the road to the final cards, we had some really nice ones to take a look at yesterday. So, Group B, obviously Real Madrid won, Gladbach won, and Shakhtar goes into the Europa League, which isn't terrible. Inter, unfortunately, out, which means that Handanovic, I think it was, no upgrade for him. And as well as Atalanta, they were the ones that won, yeah. So Ajax went down. We can take a look at both Muriel and then that Proms card. And the card, obviously, he did well, after the win yesterday. We could take a look here. So obviously he rose up. I told you guys, mid-game was when he would be his highest, and he'll drop down a little bit. I'd imagine the card will keep rising heading into that upgrade over the weekend. But again, definitely sell before that upgrade comes out, just because these cards really, they don't really hold their price. They usually price in an upgrade way before. Now, Quincy, he's down quite a bit as well, down to 250K, so a big drop for him. Obviously, they go into the Europa League like United, so again, this card will likely rebound in January. Watch yesterday's video. We take a look at some of the cards and stuff like that. That should do fairly well. But again, that'll pretty much wrap up this video. Just about, there's not really too much more to look at and talk about today. Again, as far as these freeze investments go and all that, it's just gonna be a matter of waiting and seeing what is what the promo's all about, what the cards are gonna be. I'd imagine we're probably gonna get lightning rounds again tomorrow, so expect a little bit of the market to kind of go down. We'll talk more about it tomorrow morning. I'll get a last minute investments video up for you guys, but I'd imagine we'll likely start to see this market sink down a little bit during lightning rounds, and then we should have a very good Friday night, I'd imagine. It seems that the panic is kind of over. Today being a very good day for special cards is very good news for us, because it kind of shows that the fear is starting to leave out, and icons did well too, about up a percent and a third here. So really nice. Obviously, some of these big boys still coming down, which is hurting a little bit. But these kind of mid-tier cards are going up, which is kind of propping the market up. So, it's something to keep in mind of. I know Cruyff, I want to take a look at. He was one of the bigger ones that we were watching. But these icons, again, are probably going to continue to decline until primes drop. Again, we looked at it yesterday. Definitely check out the icon video. But, we're likely going to see these icons continue to drop down until those primes drop based off last year, and then we'll likely see them continue to rise. So yeah, it seems Cruyff is up a little bit on Xbox, but again, these cards, I don't really see these big tier icons getting much upgrade, especially with primes coming out. You're going to continue to kind of see these high prices, continue. But the baby icon did well. The base is up 100k on Xbox and about the same on PlayStation. So it is what it is. But that'll pretty much wrap up the video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a thumbs up on it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. Again, like I said, investments similar to FUT, just keep on track of who you're going for. Fodder should be good. It's starting to drop down. These meta cards, just wait until we see some good hints given by EA today and stuff. And yeah, it should be pretty good. Again, thank you guys for watching. Till next time, peace.